Hi students, how are you enjoying the days? Welcome to the video lessons of Junior Intermediate English. I am T. Lakshmi Srinivas, lecturer in English, AP Social Welfare Residential Junior College, Puntamukkala, Krishna District. Are you ready? Are you ready with your textbooks? Have you received your textbooks? Okay, thank you. Be ready. In this first lesson, in this first video, I am going to discuss the syllabus prescribed for your junior intermediate English. Okay? Okay. Now, introduction to syllabus, English syllabus. Now, you have got prose, poetry, and extensive reading, grammar, and communication skills as a part of your entire syllabus. Now, let us discuss prose first. Now, at prose, you have got the first lesson, Letter to His Son's Teacher. This is written by Abraham Lincoln. You know, have you heard his name? Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States of America. When he admitted his son into an institution, he wrote a narrative letter to his son's teacher. That was very interesting, and that was very interesting to all of us. Okay, now let us come to the second one. In the prose section, you have another lesson, She Conquered the Everest. Everest, you know, the Everest. Everest was the highest peak in the world. Dr. B. Saujanya is the author of this particular essay. Who is she? She is not Dr. B. Saujanya. This she is Arunima Sinha. Have you heard his name? Have you heard her name? She is a great person who climbed the Everest even though she was a disabled person. She became a successful person, and you have got her lesson as an inspiring story in our lives. Next one, third one, digital technologies. Digital technologies is a narrative essay, long essay written by the Missile Man of India and our 11th President of Independent India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. This was co-authored by his friend and scientist Dr. Y.V. Rajan. Both wrote this lesson, and this lesson contains a long information about the importance of technology, about the inclusion of technology in our day-to-day lives. Okay, now let us go to the fourth one. This is disaster management. Disaster management is written by Dr. A. Madhavi Lata. What are disasters? I think you know the word disaster. I think in your lower sections you have been introduced to the word disaster. Disasters are so many types, man-made and natural disasters. How we overcome these disasters, how the government is managing these disasters is very elaborately discussed in this lesson. And coming to the last lesson, what makes a nation? This is written by C. Rajagopalachari. Rajagopalachari is the first Governor General of Independent India. He wrote a inspirational talk in this particular lesson. Okay, and he stressed the need of character building among the students and the role of teachers, students, and the youngsters of India in developing our nation. This is a very important lesson for a student to go through twice or thrice. Next one. Now we have completed the prose lesson. In prose you have 5 lessons. Next one. Now poetry. In poetry you have got 5 poems. Okay, 5 poems. The first poem is Commonwealth of Bees. Commonwealth of Bees is a sonnet written by the world famous poet and dramatist and playwright William Shakespeare. I think in your lower sections you have read one or two poems of William Shakespeare. Okay, in this poem, William Shakespeare stresses the importance of picking up important lessons from the lives of bees for our human beings. What are the lessons the bees which collect honey teach us in our daily lives is greatly discussed in this particular poem. Very interesting poem. And the second one is, this is my prayer to thee, my Lord. This is the 36th poem of Rabindranath Tagore in his great book Gitanjali. This Gitanjali got Nobel Prize for Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, in this poem, this is my prayer to the my Lord, Rabindranath Tagore stresses the importance of coexistence of human beings in our daily lives. Third one, now as I grow older. In this as I grew older, the poet is Langston Hughes. The pronunciation is, please be careful, this is not Hughes. This is Hughes. H-U-G-H-S, Hughes. Langston Hughes. In this poem, as I grew older, the poet very clearly emphasizes the importance of emancipation of all the slavery from the lives of human beings, because he faces a lot of racial segregation when he was a child. So, in this particular poem, of course, he is not an Indian, he was an African American poet. So, in this poem, he emphasized the importance of peaceful living without caring for the narrow feelings such as racial segregation and such type of feelings which human beings are confronted with in their daily lives. Next one, fourth one, Body. This fourth poem, Body, is written by K. Sivareddy. Sivareddy is a great poet of Telugu origin, and you will come to know about his greatness when you go through the poem. Next one, last one is To a Student. This poem is written by Kamala Vijayaratne. Please observe the spelling. It is not Vijayaratna, it is Vijayaratne. Kamala Vijayaratne, she is a school teacher of Sri Lankan origin. She is not an Indian. She stresses the importance of non-violence and peaceful coexistence in our daily lives. Okay. By this, we'll come to end of this poetry section. Next, let us go for the extensive reading. What is extensive reading? In this extensive reading, you have got 5 short stories. Okay, short stories means not 5 or 6 paragraphs. I think these will be up to 2 to 3 pages. The first one is Engine Trouble. This Engine Trouble was written by R.K. Narayan. I think I have heard about his name. R.K. Narayan was a great Indian writer in English. In this particular lesson, you will come to know the difficulties faced by a young man when he got a road engine as his lottery. How he faced so many difficulties and what he had done to overcome all these difficulties because of his gift of road engine from the municipal corporation of his area. This is somewhat a kind of comic story. Next one, The Lost Leaf. Lost Leaf is a short story written by the greatest of the American writers, O. Henry. O. Henry gave a good narration in this story and the importance of compassionate thinking in our human lives. a great story which you will be very much interested when you are going through that lesson. Third one is The Immaculate Child. The Immaculate Child, the author is Munshi Premchand. Munshi Premchand is actually he is not a Indian, he is not an English writer, but he wrote this particular story in Hindi. Later on, this was translated by some other eminent person. You will come to know about that eminent person when you are getting this lesson. Okay, fourth one. Will he come home? This is an interesting story by P. Satyavati about the anxiety of a mother because his son was found missing through entire day. So she was waiting for her son to come back home safely. Different thoughts entered her mind, and finally, what happened? You will come to know in that particular lesson. Next, the informer. The author of this lesson is Bertolt Brecht. He was, I think he was a German author, and this story took place in Germany during the Second World War. Okay, when your teachers are discussing or when we are making videos, you will come to know about this particular important lesson. Okay, out of extensive reading is one more thing. Extensive reading means it is a kind of non-detailed reader for you. That means non-detailed reader is named as extensive reader. So don't get confused, please. Now, next one, reading comprehensions. I think you have come to know about reading comprehensions, and you are fully aware of this knowledge from your childhood. You will be given a few paragraphs, one or two paragraphs, and you will be asked to go through the paragraphs and write the answers for the given questions. Sometimes these reading comprehensions will be textual and non-textual. If they are textual, they may give those two paragraphs from your reader. Sometimes you may be getting these questions from the outside your reading material, but a student is expected to answer them according to the language skill that have been acquired by you during the course of your educational career. Now, next one. Now, grammar. Coming to the grammar section, grammar and communication skills, you have got a wide range of grammatical units. Grammar, please don't get upset with the very term grammar. You have been learning grammar for a long time, since the second or third standards, but still you feel confused about the definition of noun, pronoun and other things. In your first intermediate, you will have to learn all these grammatical units in detail. Okay. Now, first one is parts of speech. Parts of speech, you know what are parts of speech? Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, prepositions, conjunctions and interjections. A detailed discussion on each and every part of speech is taken up in this particular section. After that, you will have to learn about articles. Articles are also a kind of adjectives. A and D. Once again, A and D. These are articles. Next one, verb forms and tenses. Okay, the very word verb sends some kind of shivers. Okay, don't get confused or don't get bothered about English grammar. If you learn the structure of verbs very perfectly, automatically that knowledge will lead you to learn the grammar of tenses. Okay, next phrasal verbs. Okay, here some spelling mistake is there. Please don't Don't go bother, please. PH RASAL. Okay, that should be. Phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs were already discussed from your 7th standard, but once again a detailed discussion will be taken up in our video lessons. Next, transformation of sentences. Transformation means what? Changing one sentence in one form to another form. For example, direct speech to indirect speech. This is called transformations. Also, voice, from active voice to passive voice. Next, correction of sentences. Correction of sentences means what? You will be given a sentence. In that sentence, there will be an error. You have to detect the error, you have to spot the error, and you have to correct it and rewrite the entire sentence after you correct it. Next one, identification of different parts of speech. If you don't learn the parts of speech perfectly, you can't answer this particular question item. Next, just excuse me. What is this time? Okay. Excuse me. Next one, matching vocabulary. Matching of vocabulary. You will be given matching of vocabulary items, group A and group B, and you are required to match those. Match those vocabulary items according to the knowledge that you have acquired from your textbook. Next, communication skills. Communication skills are very important for our day-to-day life. In daily life situations, we are required to converse with others in different contexts. Information transfer or text diagrams will be given to you. Next one is silent letters. In English language, the importance of English language lies in the silent letters. Okay, next one, identifying odd sounds in words. Okay, this already you know. For example, in the word light, LIGHT, you simply forget about G. You don't pronounce G. You just say light, LIGHT, light. You don't say light, light. No, you don't pronounce like that. Okay, light. Next one, another word is, for example, indict, INDICT, indict. That C is silent, not indict. You say indict. Debris, 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 not debris, debris. In English language, there are a number of words which in which you don't pronounce one or two letters. Okay, last one is filling in the blanks in the given dialogue. In the dialogue section, you will be given a conversation. In those conversation, you will have to fill in the blanks according to the knowledge acquired by you. Now, I discuss the deleted portion of the English syllabus. Because of this COVID pandemic, the government of Andhra Pradesh is contemplating to delete certain portion of the syllabus. But authentically, we have not received any such portion. After we have received the authentic information from our colleges concerned, we will let you know about the deleted portion of the English syllabus. Okay. Next one, what are the books required to get good marks in English, junior intermediate English? Usually you will have a textbook with you. Second one, you need a standard English grammar book. In the book market, a number of books are available. For example, okay, I am going to write here I think you have come to know Wren and Martin. Okay. This is a very important book to learn English language. Next one, many Oxford publications are available in the open market, or you can get those copies from your colleges also. Okay, Wren and Martin. For the students of Telugu medium who got admitted into social welfare residential colleges, they may try to get relevant information of grammar from Victory Grammar Book or VGS Grammar Book, okay, VGS, or Many books are there in the market. Try to buy 1 or 2 books. Okay. Next one. Okay, after that, next one, Standard English Dictionary. You need a very standard English dictionary for you. Without best use of English dictionary, you cannot expect yourself to excel in your English knowledge. The utility of a dictionary, I think your teachers and your well-wishers and your mentors have already advised you regarding that. So, without English dictionary, please don't try to start your studies. It is better, and I advise you to get an English dictionary for you. Not pocket dictionaries, please. Please try to get a good quality dictionary of your 11th or 10th, 12th standard. 11th standard, 12th standard. Now, by this we conclude our introductory part of this English syllabus. In this video, I told you about the syllabus items such as prose, poetry, non-detailed reading, grammar and communication skills. All these are prescribed for you for your junior intermediate English. Now, in our next video, I am going to give you the blueprint of the question paper and the question items that are prescribed for you and the division of marks, so that you will have an idea about how your preparation should be on those lines. Okay, so I think you have come to a good understanding of your syllabus and the books that are required for your studies. Okay, by this I take leave. Good luck. Bye.